Chicago Fire might lose Dom Pascal in Season 14, and if that happens, Firehouse 51 already has the best person to replace him as the station's battalion chief. The NBC procedural drama has undergone many cast changes as of late. Jake Lockett's Sam Carver, Daniel Kiri's Darren Ritter, and Michael Bradway's Jack Damon all exited the series in Season 14. Plus, Brandon Laraquente joined the cast of Chicago Fire as Sal Vasquez in Season 14, replacing Carver. So, it's safe to say that the original One Chicago TV series has experienced its fair share of farewells, with one hello thrown into the mix, in 2025. Unfortunately, fans might have to say goodbye to one more character before the end of Season 14. Chicago Fire Season 14 is teasing Chief Pascal's exit. The CFD is firing Battalion Chief's copyright symbol NBC a courtesy Movierstills DB. The end of Chicago Fire Season 13 teased that the Chicago Fire Department would undergo budget cuts and layoffs in the near future, and the future is now. Season 14's premiere revealed that the CFD would be cutting down on rigs and ambulances. As such, Firehouse 51 has fewer firefighters on shift, and Violet McCarmy and Lizzie Novak are working more than ever. Flash forward to Season 14, Episode 3, and Pascal learns from the Mayor's Chief of Staff, Annette Davis, that the CFD will also be letting go of 6 battalion chiefs. While Davis informs Pascal that his job is safe, that could change. Davis asked Pascal out during the same episode, and he rejects her as he's not ready to date anyone yet. Pascal's wife died in Chicago Fire Season 13, which was not too long ago. Understandably, he doesn't want to start dating. However, perhaps Chief Pascal's rejection of Davis will make her bitter and she will ensure that he's one of the 6 battalion chiefs who get the boot. We don't know much about the Mayor's Chief of Staff yet. She could easily be the vengeful type to hold grudges, and Pascal might have just soared to the top of her list. Whatever the case, Pascal, and the audience, should start worrying about his place at Firehouse 51, seeing as Chicago Fire wouldn't mention the firing of 6 chiefs for no reason. Severide should be the one to succeed Chief Pascal if he leaves Firehouse 51. Severide is Pascal's best replacement image via NBC. If Dermot Mulrooney's Chief Pascal gets laid off in Chicago Fire Season 14, Kelly Severide would be the best person to replace him at Firehouse 51. There's no one else more perfect to step into Pascal's shoes. While Pascal's successor might have been Christopher Herman once upon a time, the veteran firefighter has made it clear that he doesn't want the chief position. Of course, Severide would have to take the chief's test to become Firehouse 51's leader if Pascal gets laid off. However, Chicago Fire is a fictional TV show that could effortlessly, and unrealistically, speed up the process, making it easier for Severide to take on the role of a battalion chief. Then, the writers could officially make Severide the face of Chicago Fire. Severide seems like the easy answer to Pascal's theoretical replacement in Chicago Fire Season 14, and that's because he is. The firefighter has been around since the very beginning. He has certainly put in the work to rise through the ranks and claim the position of Firehouse 51's battalion chief. If anyone deserves to become chief in Pascal's absence, it's Severide. Severide has also grown close with Pascal since his introduction in Chicago Fire Season 13. They got off to a bit of a rocky start, but they managed to come to an understanding. Since then, Severide and Pascal have often worked side by side, especially in arson cases. It would only make sense for Severide to take over Pascal's job if he gets laid off. Herman could then replace Severide as Squad 3's lieutenant. Everyone can get what they want. Custom image by Milika Georgievic. With Severide replacing Pascal as Firehouse 51's battalion chief in the event that the CFD gives him the boot, Herman could in turn step into Severide's shoes as Squad 3's lieutenant. After giving up the lieutenant role on Engine 51 for Mooch, Herman has been struggling. He has been demoted to being a firefighter on Truck 81, and he doesn't like it. Herman evidently misses having a leadership role. And while some might interpret that as the Chicago Fire character wanting to take over for Pascal, it means that he just wants to be a lieutenant again. Herman doesn't want the paperwork that comes with being a battalion chief. But he does enjoy being in charge of a rig. Squad 3 is much different from Truck 81 and Engine 51. However, the One Chicago show doesn't itself on its realism, meaning that Herman could become Squad 3's lieutenant without most people blinking an eye. Only time will tell if Pascal gets fired, though, and if not, Herman must find another way to get his spot back in Chicago Fire Season 14.